Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome back to the studio. It is wonderful to have you with us for another deep dive episode of Podcast by MrB.
Hello, Mr. B, and a massive hello to our incredible global classroom. I am so excited to be here today, but I have to admit, I am still recovering from a very awkward party I went to this weekend.
Oh no, another awkward moment, Anna? What happened this time?
Well, it was a networking party. I met a very nice person, and they asked me the most common question in the world. What do you do?
Ah, the classic job question. What did you say?
I said, I am a marketing coordinator. And then, nothing. They just said, oh, nice, and the conversation completely died. We just stared at the snack table. I felt so boring.
You are definitely not boring, Anna, but you fell into the biggest trap in the English language. I call it the job title trap, and millions of English learners fall into it every single day.
The job title trap? It feels like a trap. Why does saying my job make the conversation stop?
Because a job title is just a label. It doesn't tell a story. If you say, I am an accountant, or I am a software engineer, or I'm a manager, you're giving the other person zero information to work with. It's like reading the cover of a book but never opening the pages.
That is exactly how it felt. But what am I supposed to say? I can't lie and say I am an astronaut.
You don't need to be an astronaut to be interesting. Today, we are going to teach our listeners how to answer the question, what do you do, in a way that makes people say, wow, tell me more.
Oh, I desperately need this. Let's do it.
Today, we are going to learn how to turn your job into a superhero origin story. We are going to stop using boring nouns and start using powerful verbs.
A superhero story? I love that. I want a cape for my office chair.
Exactly. And before we teach you how to put on your conversational cape, if you're enjoying these lessons and want to level up your English, hit that like button and subscribe to Podcast by MrB.
Yes, we have over 60,000 amazing students in our community now, and we want you to be part of it. Share this video with a friend who is also learning.
Perfect. Okay, Anna, let's break down the job title trap. When someone asks, what do you do? Our textbook brain tells us to use the verb to be. I am a teacher. I am a driver. I am a student.
Right, that is chapter 1 of every English book.
And it is grammatically correct, but it is socially boring. Remember our +1 rule from our small talk episode? We need a +1 for our jobs. Instead of telling people what you are, you need to tell them who you help and what problem you solve.
Who I help and what problem I solve. That sounds much more active.
Exactly. Superheroes don't just exist, they solve problems. Batman stops crime. Superman saves the city. You need to explain how you save the day at your company. To do this, we use the EPIC formula.
The EPIC formula? I have my pen ready. What is it?
The formula is 3 simple parts. I help, group of people, do, action verbs, so that, amazing result.
I help group of people do action so that result. Okay, can you give me an example? Let's use an IT worker. Usually they just say, I'm an IT or I'm a computer technician.
Right, and then the conversation dies. But using the EPIC formula, that same person can say, I help our whole office stay connected so that nobody loses their hard work when the internet crashes.
Wow, so nobody loses their hard work? That sounds heroic. If they say that, I immediately want to ask, oh wow, does the internet crash a lot?
Exactly. You gave them a hook. You painted a picture of a disaster, and you're the hero who stops it. Let's try another one. What about someone who works in customer service? Normally, they say, I'm a customer service rep.
That sounds a bit stressful.
It is stressful, so let's make it epic. I help frustrated clients solve their problems quickly so that they walk away happy and stay with our company.
I love that. It completely changes how you see the job. It brings dignity and excitement to the work.
That is a beautiful word, Anna. Dignity. Every job has dignity because every job solves a problem. Let's practice this formula. Listeners, we want you to try this out loud. Repeat after Anna.
Let's practice the IT superhero. Repeat after me. I help the team stay connected.
Good, so that nobody loses their work.
Perfect. Now let's try an accountant. Normally they say, I'm an accountant. Instead, repeat this. I help businesses organize their money.
Excellent, so they can grow faster.
That sounds so much better than I look at numbers all day.
It really does. But Anna, I know what some of our listeners are thinking right now. They're thinking, Mr. B, I'm currently unemployed, or I'm a full-time university student. I don't have a job to make epic.
Yes, that is a very common situation. It can feel embarrassing when someone asks, what do you do, and you don't have a job title to give them.
It shouldn't be embarrassing at all. Being a student or looking for a career is a huge mission. We just adapt the formula slightly. We use the word currently.
Currently, that means right now.
Exactly. It shows that your situation is active and moving forward. If you're a student, you don't just say, I am a student. You say, I'm currently studying engineering because my goal is to build sustainable bridges in the future.
Oh, wow. Because my goal is, that shows so much passion.
Exactly. And if you're looking for work, you don't say, I'm unemployed. That's a negative label. You say, I'm currently transitioning into the tech industry and I spend my days learning new coding languages.
That is so empowering. It sounds like you're the CEO of your own life.
You are. Let's practice that one because it's so important for confidence. Listeners, repeat after Anna.
Repeat. I'm currently studying business.
Good, because my goal is to start my own company.
I feel motivated just saying it. Okay, Mr. B, the EPIC formula is amazing for networking events or formal interviews. But what if I'm just at a casual barbecue with friends? If I hold a hot dog and say, I help businesses organize their money so they can grow faster, I might sound a bit intense.
You would sound like a walking LinkedIn profile. You're absolutely right. The EPIC formula is for networking. For casual, relaxed situations, we need our real talk secret.
I love the real talk. What is the secret for casual job talk?
In a casual setting, native speakers often drop the job title entirely. Instead, they use the phrase, I'm in, or I work in.
I'm in. For example, I'm in marketing.
Exactly. It's so much softer than saying, I am a marketing manager. It opens the door for conversation without sounding like you're bragging. I'm in finance. I'm in healthcare. I work in construction.
That is so easy. Just I'm in plus the general area.
Yes, and there's a second real talk phrase that's even better. It's the word basically.
Basically, I hear that word a lot.
Native speakers use basically to summarize a complicated job into one simple, funny, or easy sentence. For example, a very high-level software architect might just say, I basically make sure the company's website doesn't explode.
I basically make sure the website doesn't explode? That is hilarious. It's so humble.
It is. It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously. If you're a teacher, you can say, I basically talk all day and hope my students are listening.
Oh, that is very accurate for us.
It is. Let's practice these real talk phrases. Listeners, keep your voice relaxed and friendly.
Repeat after me. I'm in sales.
Good. Try another one. I work in education.
Perfect. Now let's try the basically trick. Repeat. I basically fix computers all day.
Great. And one more. I basically organize all the chaos in the office.
That's a great one for an office manager. I basically organize the chaos.
So, Anna, now you have two different superpowers. You have the EPIC formula for networking and the real talk basically for casual parties.
I feel completely ready. No more awkward silence at the snack table.
Let's test it out. Let's do a quick role play. Imagine we're at a formal networking event. We just shook hands.
Okay, I'm wearing my invisible cape. Let's go.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I don't think we've spoken before. What do you do?
Nice to meet you too. Well, I don't want to bore you with my official title, but I help our company connect with new students around the world so they can learn English without the stress.
Wow, that sounds incredible. How exactly do you connect with them? Is it through video?
Exactly. I'm in digital media. We create podcast episodes and YouTube videos.
And scene. Anna, that was flawless.
It felt so natural. I used the epic formula and then I used the real talk I'm in phrase right after it.
You mixed them perfectly. You gave me a hook, you sounded passionate, and you kept the conversation moving. That's how you master English small talk.
I am definitely going to use this at my next party.
You should. Let's do a quick recap so our listeners can build their own superhero story.
All right, rule number 1. Avoid the job title trap. Don't just say, I am X. That stops the conversation.
Rule number 2, use the EPIC formula for networking. I help target, do action, so that result. Tell us how you save the day.
And rule number 3, use our real talk secrets for casual moments. Use I'm in industry or make a joke using I basically simple action.
Perfect. You've got it.
Okay, everyone, it's time for our practice challenge. We want you to put on your superhero cape right now.
Go to the comment section below. Do not give us your job title. We want you to use the EPIC formula.
Tell us, who do you help and what result do you give them? For example, I help people fix their cars so they can travel safely.
Or, if you are a student, I am currently studying nursing because my goal is to help people in hospitals.
I am going to read every single comment. I can't wait to read about all the heroes in our global classroom.
I will be replying as well. This is your safe space to practice your epic story.
Well, that is the end of today's deep dive. Thank you for learning with us today.
Thank you, everyone. Remember, your job has dignity and your story is interesting. Keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.
Have an epic day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.